Everyone, it's Jeannie again, and I have been playing around with the punched flowers again, the scallop punched flowers, and what kind of wanted to show you what I had come up with. I've tried some different techniques, and I want to show you how they look. This is a tag that I made just recently using these flowers, and the flowers are down here at the bottom, and this one is made from the thick cardstock. It was one I showed in my my last video on these flowers. And then this one, if you can see it on top there, is also made out of the same cardstock as the paper. It's just punched out of the pattern paper, and I thought that one turned out kind of neat. And those both have 3 layers in them. And then this one is actually made out of packing paper, and that's what I'm going to show you today. This tag is the Wild Saffron collection from K & Company, and it's just I cut out some of the paper and put some of that on there flat, and then put some of the flowers on. I did some punched butterflies from the paper and did some inking, and it's glimmer misted with wheat fields. And then the flowers and the top are actually used to be a really big QVC scrap shopper, and this is that twistle, that colored raffia that, I mean, you buy mass quantities of it every time you buy something off of QVC, and that was years ago. But I thought it looked kind of neat, so I unraveled it and I cut some leaves out of it, and I thought it looked kind of rustic, and then I just hung a little locket on there. But anyway, that's just a little walk through the tag. But basically, I want to show you how I made these flowers, and I've done them kind of in various ways here. I'll show you some of the samples. See if I can put that tag where you can see it. This is one that is also made from the packing paper. And by packing paper, I mean just the stuff that comes with your scrap shopping. This is the kind of the off-white color. And then this one is made out of the craft stuff that comes like with your Stampin' Up! Orders and that kind of thing. But this is one that's made out, again, of the craft. And this one's one of my first attempts. It's not that great. But anyway, usually with these craft ones, I spray them with like wheat fields or old lace. Some of the neutral, sparkly colored glimmer mist, and they come out really neat. So that's that. And then these other two are ones that I made with the more whitish color, and these I did with varying colors of glimmer mist. These have 5 layers in them instead of 3 to make them look a little bit more full. And this one is sweet pea, watermelon, and then lemon zest in the center. And I think that almost looks like those big tissue paper flowers that you see like around Cinco de Mayo and that kind of thing. That one's kind of fun. And then this one is just gradations of pink. I have vintage pink on the outside, then the watermelon, and then the sweet pea on the inside. And that one actually looks a little bit more real, not quite so stylized. It looks like it, you know, it's more colors found in nature or whatever, but they're really fun to make. Like I said, the difference is with these ones, if you've seen Creations with Christina's tutorial, you punch it out of cardstock, you get it wet with water, and just ball it up and then layer it and put it together. These are kind of done the same way, except for I don't get them wet. I use instead of 3 layers, I'm using 5, and I don't get them wet. The glimmer mist actually leaves them. I like to do them when they're slightly damp still from the glimmer mist, and so anyway, I just use a Stampin' Up! Punch to punch these out. And these ones are attached with a brad. Today I'm going to try the tiny attacher instead, because you can't see the brad anyway, and it kind of, the bottoms aren't bad, but I thought I would just try it with a little staple today. So anyway, and this is just another one that I had punched last night in the lemon zest, so it's kind of neat. You can put different colors in them. But anyway, so what you do is you take your little scallops or your little paper scallops and then glimmer mist them, and this is using patina. And then while they're still just slightly damp, you do go ahead and crinkle them up, and just try not to rip them. And if it rips a little bit, it's not the end of the world. Ooh, this one's pretty dry. It might tear on me. You just crinkle them into a ball, just like that, and then you just unwrap them. And this is the first one of the glimmer misted ones that I've tried that I'm just using one color all the way through. Oops. Just open them up. Sorry, I guess I should have done some of these a couple ahead, but I like to try to straighten out the little scalloped edges. Yeah, I hope I didn't tear this one. I didn't figure you guys needed to be watching me punch in glimmer mist, so that's why I did these ahead, and they dried out a little. I got my ceiling fan on, they dried out a little bit, so a little bit more than I would have liked. But like I said, with the cardstock ones, you get them pretty darn damp. I mean, you pretty much soak them. So there we go. So you have your 5 little layers, and then what I do is I just stack them up, kind of. I'm try to show you here, but I just kind of try to vary the scallops every other one so they're not all completely lined up. And it doesn't have to be perfect, as with most of these paper flowers. They're pretty forgiving. So you just get them all stacked up like that. I suppose we could even have put that yellow one in the middle, but and then I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try the tiny attacher today, and just hope I'm on camera. Get that in there, and then you try to get in the center as best you can. Get a little staple right there in the center, and then all you do is you just start taking the layers and you just crinkle it up forward. So it would probably help if this one was a little bit more damp. But since this paper is so thin, it doesn't really matter. You could probably do, I think the first one I did it was completely dry. So you can still make it work. It just, I found it was a little bit easier when it was still a little bit damp from just being glimmer mist. And I actually, the glimmer mist makes this thin paper so damp that I did even dry it slightly. So you just, put it off camera there. I'm sorry, I film on my laptop, and so I don't have a camera mounted overhead or anything. So then you just have this little, what looks like a little wad of paper. And I like to take something sharp. I have this Quick Stick from Quick Cuts, which I love this thing. It's sticky. It has this kind of sticky goo on one end to pick up little gems, and then it's got this pointed end. And I think it's really for taking, you know, like punching letters out after you cut them on your die cut machine. And then basically all you do is you just kind of work it open, just layer by layer. And like I said, I like to have a little pokey thing to just kind of get down in the in all the little layers. I'm going to set it down and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Hope this comes out okay. But like I said, just using that little pokey layer. I know you can't really see this, but just to kind of loosen up where you've kind of scrunched it up and shape it a little bit. And you can keep the center a little bit tighter. You just kind of work it around. Like I said, it's kind of easier to shape it when it's still a little bit more wet. But you can get the idea here. Like I said, just kind of shape it and pull it. And there you have your little carnation. And I did patina because I thought that kind of looks like those ones that are dyed blue. So that side could come out a little bit. But like I said, they're a little bit easier to shape when they're a little bit more damp. But anyway, that's what they look like, and that's how easy they are to make. And they're really cute. I mean, like I said, you can make them look kind of more real, or you can make them look a little bit more stylized with the different colors. And then I really thought these craft ones turned out neat. with the just the more neutral colors. So anyway, I hope you like that. Give it a try. It's really, really simple, not very many steps. And my next trick, I think I'm going to try it cutting out some scallops on my, some larger scallops on my Cricut. So that's it, guys. Have a good day.